What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with Heart and Hustle Houston. Okay, Heart and Hustle Houston. Y'all, before I start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video. Make sure you like the video so I can stay in the algorithm. That's one. Two, I just want to remind y'all there is an interview. I finally snagged my first interview. I'm going to give you all the details. So I want y'all to come around there and support the channel. It's going to be live on my channel. I'll give y'all details sometime this week and I'll keep y'all updated. Okay, so click the notification bell button so you can be updated. Also, I am so late. So many videos need to drop. So just throughout the week, just expect videos. I don't know what y'all gonna get. Just expect videos. Okay, I'm marking them down as I go because it is a lot. Also, I have been watching A Polygamist. Although I am not like technically reviewing, I just been kind of, as the episodes go on, I just been going on my story, on my IG story, which is the same as my IG story is the same name as my YouTube, Kiwan_J_TV. So head over there. I'll probably watch an episode or two today. I'm trying to get there, but I may watch an episode or two today. But I do put them on my story, and as a, I want y'all to know what I'm thinking. I just been taking my stories and posting them as shorts on my YouTube channel. They are not reviews, y'all. They're just my personal thoughts as I'm watching. While my camera is up, I'm literally watching it. Okay? So you can hear it in the background. So it's not a formal review. It's just my thoughts. So in the moment, you're going to get what you're going to get. Okay? I've not sat down and thought about anything. It's just my personal thoughts. All right? Heart and Hustle Houston. All right? You're not on my level. Episode 3 starts with Chloe and Jordan. This episode picks up with Chloe crying because his mom is Jordan's mom is her only mom figure, and Jordan doesn't want her talking to his mom, and he feels like she talks too much, and she tells her mom she shares everything with his mother. She proceeds to call his mom after he said, "Do not call my mom and tell her anything," but she did it anyway. But this was after he left. He got mad and he left. So in the next scene, Latoria, Ro, and Manera meets up. Ro wanted Latoria and Manera to figure out what's their why, what's happening over here, because it's easier to put this together than to try to put Latoria and Labrina together, what's going on here. So Ro feels like, this beef is easy. She said T.I. and 50, but the whole family went for 50. So, no. But hey, I take what I can get. So Manera comes in, and I feel like she was talking in circles. Basically, she was taking up for Labrina. I feel like she wasn't really, and again, we don't get everything. So, she was saying everybody has issues and everybody has their point of view. However, it just felt like everybody was more harder, more on Labrina. And Manera came solely on behalf of Labrina. You didn't come to figure anything out with Latoria. You came on behalf of Labrina. What is your issue with Latoria? Not what's Labrina's issue, because Labrina can be here working out her issues. What is your issue? What did Latoria do to you? So Manera said something about holding her friends accountable. You do not hold Labrina accountable because obviously you don't think she did anything wrong. You are biased. She said she wasn't biased. You are very biased. I can't with Manera. You're really looking like a follower. Like, Manera worked on my nerve this entire episode. So Ro was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call Miss Sylvia again. So Ro decided she wanted to call Miss Sylvia and, give it another shot for the therapy with all the ladies. So Manira and her family, they're taking pictures. It's given Manira needed a scene. I'm sorry, y'all. Manira worked on my nerves this entire episode. She just made me realize that maybe I don't really see it for Manira like I probably should at all. I don't know, cause she gives nothing, but she is a good mediator. I will say that Manira is a great mediator, but this season I think you are not mediating. You're mediating. Your points are great. Your points are great. However, I think that you're not having the same conversation with your friend. I think because your friend is angry over here with them, you have that same energy towards these ladies. And not even all the ladies. I just feel like you have this same energy towards maybe Chloe and Latoria for whatever reason. And you could still be mad about her calling you short or little or chicken little, whatever she called you last season. Maybe you're still mad about that. I don't know. But you didn't give much in this family scene either. So it's nothing worth talking about. Chloe and Latoria. Listen, Manira, also, if you're watching my videos, because I don't know. Okay, girl, you worked on my nerve. Okay, you worked on my nerve. But it's okay. Everybody gets a pat. Okay? Chloe and Latoria. Chloe tells Latoria how the date went between her and Jordan and how Jordan went left. And because she explained, I called his mom. He told me not to. I called her anyway. And so Latoria gave her some advice on, hey, if he asks you not to call, he may feel a way about, you calling his mom, yada, yada, yada. So I wasn't mad at Latoria's advice. Latoria they talk about the ladies in the whole situation with seeing Miss Sylvia therapy session. You're not on my level, yada, 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 because I'm sick of that shit too. So Latoria says she's tired of putting everybody together because basically she's over it and she has no expectation of this therapy session. And I will say this. Listening to Latoria throughout this entire episode, her feelings are really hurt. And I think when Labrina said it, Labrina may have went around and apologized, but I feel like Latoria was not settled in that. Coupled with the fact that her friend was called Precious. So I think putting all of that together and then, her losing her dad, I think it all just kind of became a snowball effect. And so I think she just felt the way. And again, all of this is just miscommunication. It's just everything is just really misconstrued. That's it. Anyway, Latoria, she went to her dad's house. She wants to sell it. The scene was really hard to watch. Her dad is an officer and he was a minister. Sorry, y'all. It's a hard scene. Y'all know if you've been watching my videos long enough, I lost my mom. And I had to go clean out her house. It wasn't the easiest, but I always had to keep it together. And I never had a chance to just emote, And so when I do, I do. So watching her do that, watching her talk about, when her grandmother died, her mom, the way her mom treated her, that's unfortunate. Because now she deals with a lot. And so now I get her. I get it. Latoria says she wakes up daily just trying to put one foot in front of the other. She talks about how her mom left her when she was 10 years old. She realized her mom don't have the capacity to be a mom to her. And that's sad. because the way it looks like the only person that loved me left me, and that hurts. You look at your mom like, I think I know she loved me, but not like my dad did, you know. And then you're here with the other person that you know, she may have question that this lady actually loved her. It's a lot. Latoria said because there was a lack of love with her mom, or you know, she wasn't receiving the love that she needed from her mother. She found herself over loving people, and probably overextending herself, and probably being a people pleaser. She said that now she's gonna start to give back to herself. And I think as you look at Latoria on screen, she's trying to really transition herself from being the person that's doing everything to giving back to herself. So sometimes it'll look like fight or flight. Sometimes, in my opinion, it just look a little bit like fight or flight. But fight, flight, fawn, and freeze a little bit. But I'm glad that Latoria decided to let go the reins and stop trying to over exert herself and over extend herself and over deliver, and you know, over deliver to everybody else and not give to Latoria, you know. So we see Elena. She's been able to spend time. She hasn't been able to spend time with her friends. She's been trying to balance work, home, and her kids. And she, you know, Josh is no longer in the house. They're not communicating, and he's not answering her calls. So she's having a chit chat with her kids, just reassuring them that, you know, they still love them. They're just going through grown up things, you know. So I wasn't mad at that conversation. I love to see this glow up Elena. She's beautiful. She's beautiful with long hair. She may not be everybody's. I personally, I love Elena. I don't know what it is. I love to see when I'm on her Instagram, I see her moving. I see her always out of town. Like, makeup is not like it's work. Like, this lady is really working her business. And again, the one thing I love to see about this show, that all of the women are actually working. It's not all mess. So when they have these squabbles, you know, it's like, why is this so? I'm like, bro, why is this so hard to get past? You know, these women are literally working their business. Like, I love to see it. They're with their family. So I enjoy seeing that. We don't get that anymore. All we get is dinner scenes, arguments, and liquor. So that. Anyway, Munir and Labrina. I'm just going to be honest. These two worked on my nerves. But again, I really don't understand. I just don't understand what's the real issue. Why is it so hard for them to come together? I just kind of feel like, for me, Labrina kind of feels like she's bigger than a program, and I don't want to put that on her back, but I also don't want to take away that her feelings was probably hurt by, you know, she figured I said I was sorry, I said I didn't mean it, and that's where it should start and stop. But it's not always like that. And so I think she took that personal. And again, it's the miscommunication. They're not connecting. But I also think maybe production, some of the producers may have thrown some things out there that probably shouldn't have, to kind of kick up some mess. That's just my other personal opinion, because I just don't understand the way these ladies ended the season. It was great. Anyway, Um, the therapy session. So Ro has a conversation with what's her name? Miss Shirley. What's her lady name? Miss Sylvia. Ro feels like Labrina needs to take accountability, and Labrina probably should be here. She says she understands why Elena can't be here, and dealing with her divorce, it may be triggering for her. But Labrina should be here because everything centers around Labrina. So Manira walks in and she's giving her spiel. She was like, well, I hear the ladies talking and I don't want to assume. Manira, girl, like, I'm literally looking at the TV saying, girl, Manira worked on my nerves because you are advocating for Labrina and you are closed-minded to everybody else. Anyway, so both Chloe and Labrina, we found out, called the Lady Precious. Like, and they kept saying, like, it was just this whole unnecessary conversation. Y'all meant it to be messy. That's it. That's all. Keep it a bean, keep it a buck, and let's move forward. The lady's not even in this circle. So why are we having a conversation? I do have never mind. I'm going to keep that to myself. But I do feel like that was messy. I feel like that was unnecessary. That comment. You ladies are thinner. You ladies are smaller. So you're never going to feel away because nobody would ever call y'all precious. But if y'all were that lady size, whoever the lady was or whatever, and somebody called y'all that, y'all would feel away. If somebody came at y'all for the thing that hurt y'all the most, y'all would absolutely feel away too. But so to sit here and play in everybody's face and act like it wasn't like that, or who said it, it doesn't matter. Just know it got back to Labrina. It got back to Latoria. It was said. Anyway, I think Chloe told her. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Chloe was the one who told her and took herself out of the equation. That's all. But I'm gonna keep it to myself. Anyway, Labrina and Latoria get into it. Ro lets them know, listen, Miss Sylvia is here. She keep asking y'all, hey, calm down, y'all not listening. She goes off and the episode ends here. I was like, wow, y'all doing a lot. Anyway, this is your girl Kiwan, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.